Where did you get the idea for reopening Alcatraz?
Just an idea I've had, and I guess because the judges, so many of these radicalized judges, they want to have trials for every single, think of it, every single person that's in our country illegally, that came in illegally. That would mean millions of trials, and it's just so ridiculous what's happening. And it's long been a symbol, Alcatraz, of whatever it is. I mean, it's a sad symbol, but it's a symbol of law and order. And, it's got quite a history, frankly. Yeah. So I think we're going to do that, and we're looking at it right now.
Alcatraz was used as a maximum security federal prison for nearly 30 years. It housed several well-known criminals, including Al Capone and George Machine Gun Kelly. The prison was closed in 1963 because it became too expensive to operate. Now it's a popular tourist destination with more than 1 million visitors per year. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi calls the president's proposal not a serious one. But is it even possible for Alcatraz to lose its designation as a historical landmark? For the National Park Service's website, a property's historical designation can be considered for withdrawal at the request of the owner or the Interior Secretary, provided some criteria are met.
I'm talking about reopening Alcatraz. Obviously, you can't reopen it, it's a museum and all that, but I do think he's highlighting the bigger picture, which is we got criminals roaming the street, Americans and non-Americans. When he said that he was considering deporting or housing Americans, he wanted the Department of Justice to look at it, is to see if we can send them to Venezuela. They complained about that. And now he's saying that he wants to reopen a prison or potentially build a new prison, and they don't like that as well. But I think it's the spirit of the conversation.
It's just so funny because San Francisco doesn't want to arrest anyone, and that's where they'll rebuild Alcatraz. But hey, let's find out. Let's get a price on it. Right. It's a perfect place. You try to escape. We watched the movie. You get eaten by sharks. Right. So let's see how much it costs to spackle it up. Maybe get a playground in there. We'll see what goes on. A little shuttle so families can go visit the worst of the worst.
That's right.
And his message, his point was, back then, we used to lock up the most dangerous criminals. We kept them away from everybody without hesitation. And it's really been over the last just few decades, I would say, maybe just the last decade, where you have all these Democrats that seem to be more concerned with the criminal than the victim.
That's right. They wanted to reimagine our criminal justice system, and the criminals start running our streets. They demonize the police. We have record low law enforcement, and now they're making a comeback. And now we got all these criminals that we got to pick up off the street.